Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I keep feeling like today is Thursday. Who's with me with that? But happy Wednesday. Welcome to Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy. I am so happy to be on for some stamp therapy with all of you guys. It has been a crazy morning. Just super busy, like feeling like I'm going from one thing to the next. And yeah, it's just been nuts. And then now it's like pouring down rain, and we have backyard lake, or it's kind of like a river because it kind of like flows across our yard and keeps going. So it's not really a lake, it's not pooling, which is nowhere near our basement. Our sump pump is still doing good. Love being a homeowner. But yeah, everything's good there. It's crazy. We've gotten so much rain here in Illinois in the past like 48 hours or something. So yeah, it's nuts. Hi, Susan. Hi, Karen. So yeah, if anybody wants to give their rain totals, I'd love to hear them. We don't actually have a rain gauge here at this house. So I don't really know what our rain total is, but it's a lot. I can tell you that much right now. I feel like we have gotten so much rain. Oh, it's right here in front of me. So, of course, as you saw with the teaser that I posted this morning, we are playing with the jar of flowers. Again, still, whatever you want to say. We'll be playing with it forever because, hello, it's got the word flowers in it. So, you know that that's for sure. So, I am just finishing the assembly of this card that we made the other day. I feel like that's crooked, but it's okay. I'm going to put my flowers on with dimensionals so that they have that like little 3D effect. Hi, Laura. Welcome. I'm so excited to see you guys all today. Who is with me and not knowing what day of the week it is? I feel like it's Thursday. I feel like all day yesterday I kept thinking tomorrow's Thursday. And I'm like, no, it's really Wednesday. So yeah, I feel like it's later in the week, and then now this day has just flown by. So I guess before I know it, it will be Thursday, and we'll be none the wiser. But yeah, super crazy. I don't understand how you always think it's like another day. Like, is that like a scientific study on that? I think there needs to be one. I'd be interested to know the results of that. And this little guy, it's not really little, but I'm going to put it on with some little glue dots. So I'm actually just going to put a whole bunch of glue dots, and by a whole bunch I mean 3, on my jar, peel off the backs, and then just press the ribbon into it. The rain is perfect stamping weather, yes, and it's also good napping weather. I'm just going to throw that out there. Yesterday, I felt like I could have napped all day with all of this rain, and Claire actually did take a really good nap, so I got a lot of work done in the afternoon, so that was awesome. So there's that, and then I have a greeting, which I really need thank you cards, and I got this awesome, massive thanks stamp set. It's one of the new stamp sets, and I'm super excited about it. I love the, this isn't just a thank you card. It's a hug with a fold in the middle. I love that! Like, I just find that to be like the greatest thing ever. Or little card, massive thank you. That's super cute. But, or you're one of the good ones. I usually just send a text, but this calls for a card. I don't know which one to do. I could also do the thank you with an asterisk, and then it says, message on the cover may appear smaller than actual gratitude. That's cute. And I think I'm going to go with that one only because the size fits with what space I have on here. So since it is raining, or at least it's raining here in Illinois, is it raining everywhere? Susan, Laura, is it raining where you are? Or is it just raining here in Illinois, like cats and dogs? Is that what you like to do on rainy days? Do you like to take naps? Do you like to stamp? Do you like to... My mom always used to say that she likes to shop on rainy days because, you know, you can't be doing anything outside, or so might as well go inside and go shopping. That would be my least favorite thing to do. I hate going out and about in rainy weather. Like, running errands on a rainy day is like my biggest pet peeve. I absolutely hate it. I hate that, like, wet feeling and that cold, and then you're like, your hair is all frizzy and crazy. So I would definitely say shopping is not my favorite for a rainy day. And I'm just going to trim this off, and since it's so stinking little, I'm just going to make banner tips on my own. So the best way to make banner tips if you don't have the banner triple punch is to cut straight up in the center and then cut from the corner to that center cut. And then you have little banner tips. You stamp on the weekends only. I actually try not to do as much stamping on the weekend, but I totally get it that sometimes that's the only time you get. I do like to do a lot of like my things. Luckily, I get to call stamping work and play. So I tend to do that during the week as my work and play. And then on the weekends, I do other things. But sometimes I do like scrapbooking and stuff on the weekends. Okay, just going to add that. I almost feel like it needs a little jewel. This totally looks different from the original card, but that's okay. Let me make sure my comments are scrolling because they're not. No, it rained overnight. Chance of storms later. Hot and humid. Yes, the humidity is crazy. Like, it is thick outside. I actually went walking at a park with a few friends that we've always walked on Wednesdays, and so it was really nice to gather with them. And it wasn't raining this morning, so that was awesome, but it was thick out. I totally don't blame you, Susan. I can understand that for sure. So here are, well, that's the original one. I don't know where the one is that that we made the other day. Oh, it's over here. Okay, so we're 2 cards down, 16 or 14 more to go. But I also have a few other things I want to show you guys because I forgot to show you this the other day. A friend of mine made this for me, and it is the cutest ever. Oh, sorry, that was actually posted a little bit low. Let me go a little higher. Are they right side up? Yes. So look at this adorable card, and you guys can all ooh and ah with every flip of the card because it is so cute. So it's got the little piggy on there, and then look at this. Isn't that adorable? I am loving it. And if you notice, this little piggy who went to the market, he actually has a little face mask on. So like I'm thinking of it as like the farmer's market, or like, you know, going to the grocery store, also known as a market. Some people call them markets, I feel like. Maybe that's like a different country thing. I don't know, but I feel like I've heard people call the grocery store a market. And he's got a little mask on. Isn't that adorable? So yeah, all the oohs and ahs for that. Thank you to my stamper friend Jan for that amazing card. So, so cute. I loved it. I'm still gushing over it because it's so cute. Oh, I still need to do the inside greeting for that, that card that I just did. I'll do it later. Don't let me forget. I won't do that now with all of you guys. One of the other things that I wanted to share with you guys is I also have a pajama party coming. It is on July 23rd, and we are all going to do the Simply Citrus kit together. This one up here. So, of course, if you want to just watch along, you're more than welcome to. But it will be a pajama party, so it'll be in the evening. And if you want, you can order that and have it arrive. Make sure it's arrived by then. I think I wrote like if you purchase it before July 16th, depending on where you live and stuff, you should get it in time. So just order that kit, the Simply Citrus kit, and then we can all stamp and do that kit together. It is a total of, I don't actually have that, 15 cards. So we will stamp all 15 cards together at that pajama party on July 23rd at 8 p.m. Central Time. I also have a hostess code if you wish to order it. I didn't get that hostess code to scroll across the top for this video, but I will for future videos, or you can always ask me and I will get that to you. So, pajama party time, July 23rd. I feel like I need to buy new pajamas so that I can have cute pajamas for all of you guys. But I'm sure my hair will be in braids or who knows what, because I'll have already taken my shower and actually have my pajamas on. But I'm super excited about that. And that might be something that I do regularly, where we all stamp together and do an evening pajama party. So yeah, stay tuned. I feel like it was super fun last month, and then I'm going to do it again this month, and it might become a regular thing. So we're getting our afternoon dose of stamping therapy, and then we get the evening dose of stamping therapy for the pajama party. So this last, well, it's not the last card, but this is the next card we're making. So it's got those fabulous strips of designer series paper, which are all laid on a piece of the Mary Merlot. Magenta Madness is the color I'm trying to think of. Oh my gosh, I have options. Oh, do I want that side or that side? Do I want that side or that side? I didn't know I was going to have to make decisions. Okay, well, that side is out because it has a lot more of the blue in it. But then there's that. And that and that. So many decisions. Okay, we know this one's going to go down. So I'm going to put that one on first. Maybe I should just follow the instructions and do it as she did it so that I don't have to make decisions. I just realized that placing that on that end made the spacing tricky. So what I'm actually going to do is I need to lay out the rest of these. Oh, it's got to be this side because otherwise that's too much yellow. So I'm going to lay them at, oh, what are we doing here? That one and then that one. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is, since I placed the one down, I'm actually going to place the opposite end one down, and then I'm going to fill in with those middle ones. Oh, but this yellow piece is so pretty on both sides. Do you guys struggle with that too? Where you just don't know which side of designer paper to use? So now that I have these two, I'm just going to center these next two in the middle of those. And then my spacing should be fairly even. Should. Famous last words, right? Oh no. I think I have to, well, I think I need to spread them out farther because they're kind of tight. Nope, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. So they're fairly close together, but that's okay. And then this piece is actually going to layer on a piece of the cinnamon cider. And there's just a small little border around it. And then this goes on our project. Ooh, that's upside down. I'll be honest, I actually didn't even see that little strip of cinnamon cider, but it totally pops. You could also do a white. I think a white would make it super pop out too. And then there's actually a little vellum circle, and I'm going to go ahead and add that. And the flower is going to go over the top of it, so I'm not really concerned about where my adhesive is for it. And there's this fun little ribbon, which I'm going to angle the ends. What's everybody having for supper tonight? We had turkey burgers last night, and I ate that again as leftovers for lunch. And tonight we're having something with chicken. Is that a surprise? I'm thinking chicken pasta, but I'm not really sure. I feel like I want my ribbon to be the other direction. Okay. So they're still sticky. It's upside down. We're just going to go with it. It's going like this, even though it should go like that. But that's okay. You guys are only going to know that because I made the mistake and I told you. But otherwise, you don't have to know that. And then, I thought I already stamped my flowers, but apparently not. So we're doing the sunflower image. But yeah, what's everybody having for supper tonight? Let me know. Does rain make you want to do a certain meal? I know like snow a lot of times makes people want to do like soups and chilies and stuff like that. Does rain do the same thing? Make you want to have like some comfort food? Wow, that is like a perfectly crisp image. Even I'm impressed. Sometimes you just really nail it with the stamped image. So of course my sunflowers are going to have a little bit of dark yellow and light yellow, which I'm using Daffodil Delight. And I will try to be fairly quick. I'm mostly just coloring the dark yellow on the lines of the sunflower. So I let the stamped image sort of dictate where I should put my little like dark lines because I don't feel like I'm an artist whatsoever. Baked chicken, is that like shake and bake baked chicken, or how do you do baked chicken? So there's the dark yellow, and now I'm just going to fill in with the light yellow. Also, do you guys want to hear something absolutely crazy? So, the mini catalog is actually coming out in August, not in September. And that means it's coming out next month. And that means that I got to pre-order this morning. Who would have thought that we would be talking about Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and all that in July? But we are. I'm super excited. I can't wait to show you guys everything. I will do an unboxing and reveal of the goodies when they arrive. Let me know what you guys are hoping to see in the catalog. I do have to say, the holidays are the last thing that I really want to talk about because I love summertime and I don't want it to end. Garlic powder, onion, salt, and paprika. And then you just bake it. That sounds perfect. Bye, Susan. Have a great day. Hi, Valerie. Tater tot casserole. Sign me up for that. Is that where you put like the hamburger and then the tater tots and cheese on top? We haven't had that in forever, but we totally should because that stuff is amazing. One of the other crazy things that I realized whenever I looked at my calendar for July, I am horrible about flipping the calendar. Like I feel like the world just ends on the 30th or 31st or 29th of the month, and like someone's like, "What are you doing next week?" I'm like, "I have no clue. That's a new month. I haven't even flipped the calendar yet." So last night I flipped the calendar and I was looking, and yesterday obviously was Tuesday, and Oh, wow, that is super easy. Yes, I've so made that before, Valerie. I love that stuff. You've been working on Christmas for a couple weeks. I have another girl who says she's mostly done with Christmas cards. How crazy is that? You guys are all nuts. But I guess it helps keep you cool in these hot days. But yeah, if it wasn't for the coronavirus, we would be leaving for Hawaii in a week. How crazy is that? And that is the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip. But we are not going, obviously. So yeah, how crazy. I can't imagine, like, because as soon as, all this happened, I figured we probably weren't going, so I kind of stopped planning or doing anything like that. But yeah, it's crazy to think that we would have been going to Hawaii in a week, and I would probably be having a panic attack, more so than I already was having prior to finding out we weren't going. Who has been to Hawaii or who is dying to go to Hawaii? Let me know. This magenta madness is so stinking bright. It makes my heart happy, but it also seems like it's almost a little too much for this card. I don't know what some of these flowers are, so I'm just coloring them this, that, and the other thing. It's on your bucket list. Are you aware of the long flight? Because that makes it fall off the bucket list a little for me. I'm not a good flyer though. I'm just not. I like driving because I have control. I can stop if things got crazy, if the weather got bad. On an airplane, you don't have that. And I'm pretty sure this top flower is a different kind of flower because it's like scraggly looking, but it also looks very similar to a sunflower, so I don't feel like making it a different color. I kind of have like an internal struggle on color it different because it's a different flower, but it looks very similar, so now it looks silly that you're coloring it different. So I'm just going to color it all dark yellow so it stands out more and looks even more crazy. How about that? Oh, that is so gorgeous. You loved Hawaii? Hi, Kathy. Oh, well, if you're a pro flyer like that, then there's no worries for you at all. Yeah, the long flight, it gets me. If someone could just shut off my brain, I'm sure I would be just fine. But if someone knows how to shut off your brain and turn it back on, turning it back on is the key, then I'll be golden. But I'm like an overthinker. And Brad even said after it got canceled, he goes, I'm kind of glad. Maybe it would have been too much to take you and Claire. I'm like, oh, thanks, honey. He thinks he's not the crazy one. But yet he married me. Tell me who's crazy now? He's the best, though. Okay, I'm doing a very light fussy cut because these flowers are crazy. And you guys all know I'm not a huge fan of fussy cutting. So I'm just bouncing around. Okay. Once in a lifetime. Yeah, that's what it was going to be, was like okay, we're going to do this. One of the bad things is we have a airline credit, and if you've ever flown to Hawaii or looked at flights for Hawaii, you know that they're not cheap. So my airline credit is like $1 million, and what are we going to spend that on? I have no clue, because we only have a year and a half to do that. And while a year and a half sounds like a long time, I don't really plan on traveling probably for the rest of this year, or at least not by plane someplace big. So that leaves me with just a year to be able to use it, and who knows what next year is going to bring. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do, like, with all of that airline credit. But I also don't want to lose it. So there's my little flowers. And this one needs a greeting too, as just a little strip, which is what this piece is for. But I might do this one as like a bigger greeting. Like maybe a little bit thicker. And do massive thanks, maybe. I've had a request to do a daily dose of stamping therapy with that new Peony Garden paper that went up on my YouTube channel earlier this week. I think it was yesterday, maybe. So that's a lot of like grays and pinks. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and just do the Just Jade because that's what's out. Massive thank you. Super cute. And now I actually think I'm going to get the that awesome new punch. And hopefully the width of this strip fits in it. It does not. Great. I'm going to make it fit, I think. No, it's not going to work. Why is this like just a hair too big? That's so random. So if you guys have any suggestions for something that you want to see me use or do or showcase, then definitely reach out and let me know, because I'd love to get some feedback, and I'd love to stamp and do stuff that you guys want to see. So yeah, totally let me know if there's a certain product, a certain color, a certain paper, or anything like that that you would like to see on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. Okay, that's way too long. And it's crooked now. So now we're going to do it on the back side and hope no one takes my cards apart. Perfect. But I think it also needs like little blings on either side or something. Don't you guys think? Everything needs bling. Gotta watch my time, make sure we're not getting close to that 1 o'clock nap time. Although I'm pretty sure the little alarm will sound upstairs and we'll know that it's definitely nap time. I'm sure you guys know what alarm that is. She must feel me talking about her because she's yelling mommy now. It broke my heart yesterday. So she knows that I come downstairs to work. And Brad also comes downstairs whenever he's working. And just like, she goes, bye, mommy. And then she ran away and played. That was it. I was like, breaks my heart. But yeah, it was so cute. And I'm glad it wasn't like a long drawn out thing. But it also makes me even more nervous about like sending her to school or like going back and having Brad go back into the office every day, because that'll be crazy. But yeah, it still needs some bling. And I'm not sure what I want to use. Should I use like the gilded gems maybe? Or how about we use these? Oh, but that just makes it look even more crooked. I thought I nailed it. But that's cute. And then this one also needs some bling. Let's do the gilded gems for this one. Getting my handy dandy take your pick tool, because it just makes things so much easier. Yeah, little bling goes a long way. Love it. Okay, then we have, this is my card, this last one. I think we should have time to do at least the majority of it. So I will show you. It's actually this card, and it also, the step one to this card was the card that you guys all loved so much. Can you guys see that? That I already posted, which is this one here. Thanks, Jean. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like these. But yeah, this was the original card that I made. And then this is the how it turned out card, like the final production of it was that one. So what I did to start out with is I took that little strip of Bumblebee and took the Bumblebee ink and just did diagonal lines on it. So the diagonal lines, don't worry about being like perfect or having them actually line up. That's not a problem at all. If you wanted to though, you could always take your grid paper and do like scheduled dashes so that you did actually have it lined up. But it's such a small piece and you're partially covering it up with the greeting that just wing it. You'll be just fine. So I'm just going to ink it up. And I'm just going to go with an angle and then keep that angle all the way across. So I'm actually going to start somewhat in the middle so that I can actually see my angle. Because if you do it close to the edge and it's just a small little piece, it's hard to tell, is the angle like this or like this? So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it in the middle, like that. Stay tuned. I'm actually getting a camera that's going to face like on top so you guys can actually see what I'm doing very easily, as well as see my fabulous face. And my spacing is probably going to be off on like how far apart these are. But again, no one's going to notice with such a small piece. And it's going to be partially covered up with that greeting. But this does give just a fine little extra detail to the card, like your own homemade designer series paper. Okay, there you go. So now that we have that, we can do a little bit of our building. Oh, that's an envelope. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my Whisper White piece and I'm just going to place this on the other end just so I can use it as a guide to know that I need to stay on this end to stamp my flowers. So the flowers that I actually used on this one are those same ones that we used on the last one, the sunflower. So I'm going to stamp those as close to the top as I can get, and then centered on this other end of the cardstock. Okay, so this is what we have now. And now I can go ahead and, oh wait, I want to stamp my stems before I do decide to add anything else, because the stems are actually stamped on the white, so if I make a mistake, I can always flip it over. The stems, you want to go down a little bit farther so that you have room for your ribbon and you're not covering up either all the stems or all of your bouquet. So pretty much the stems are towards the bottom, the flowers are towards the top, and you end up with something like that. Don't worry, that bow is going to cover up everything in the middle. And if you had to, you could always go with a different size of ribbon to cover up more or less. So that's all up to you. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere my designer series paper. If you prefer to color first, in case you're afraid you're going to make a mistake on the coloring, then you can always wait and color first. But I'm going to go ahead and assemble because I might not do the coloring on the live here with you guys because, well, I'm a slow colorer. And then there's this little strip of designer series paper, which gives that nice little even look between the two pieces. So imagine if I just had a card like this. There's such a distinct line right here where the cardstock ends. It's not soft. It doesn't flow across the card very well. But by adding, a lot of times I add ribbon, but since I was already using ribbon over here for the bow, then I didn't want to use ribbon there too. And that's where this fun little strip of designer series paper comes in because it acts as my ribbon. And it acts as my softener. See, look how soft and nice that the gradual look is. Instead of being so distinct, it looks like it just gradually like fades over into the other piece. So now we are going to go ahead and adhere that to our card front. Again, I would totally color first, but I'm going to color off screen for your sake. Where's my bone folder? So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. And then I have these two little pieces. So you'll notice that this is my favorite punch. Let me know if you know the name of this punch in the comments. And if you get it right, I'll send you something special. So let me know. This is my favorite punch. So if you've been following me for a while, then you probably know what it is. Otherwise, hurry up and go to the Stampin' Up! Website and find it, or look in your catalog. So I'm going to stamp my greeting on the white one, and on the blue one, I'm actually going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to layer it on the top and bottom of the stamped one. So let's find a fabulous greeting. I think I love this one that says, oh wait, does this one say that? Oh no, you're one of the good ones. I actually want the one that says, this isn't just a thank you card. Does that fit? It does fit. I'm so excited. So I send out a ton of thank you cards because anybody who orders from me in a month, then they get a thank you card. So at the end of every month, I pull all of my customers and I send them all a thank you card. If you have been stamping with me for a while, you know sometimes I run out of thank you cards and you end up with a birthday card. or a different kind of card. But that's because I just run out of thank you cards since I go through so many. And I figure after all, you guys need birthday cards and everything else too. So there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't actually write in them. I put a little card that says thank you for your order and enjoy sending this out to someone else. So the card is coming to you as fun happy mail, but then you also get to forward that happy mail on. Yay! Okay. Label me lovely. Yes, you guys are good. Lovely label, I'll take that too. So Laura and Karen, watch your mailboxes. Good things are coming your way. So how I do that half and half, I actually put adhesive on the back of the Whisper White. So I'm just going to do a little strip on the bottom here and then place it over the top with as much or as little showing as you want. And then again, I'm just going to add adhesive to the top and do the same thing. I used too big of a border at the top that I started to use a skinny one at the bottom and realized you needed to make both of those even. We're going to use some of this border trim for the center and place this down. Perfect. Although I do feel like the greeting goes really like low and then there's like a missing spot up there. I might put like a jewel or something there. But now I just need to color it and then add my little bow. So with my bow, I'm just going to make little bunny ears. So see how I have the two sets of bunny ears? And then I'm just going to tie a knot with those bunny ears. Again, remember you have control over your ribbon, so you can push and pull and slide it wherever you need it to go. Don't let the ribbon control you. And that is a good size. There we go. And then I'm just going to add that with mini glue dots, but I'm going to finish coloring first. So here you can see, I almost feel like I like this one better because that softer scrolly font really makes the card like soft and elegant, whereas this one, it's like a little bit more, I don't know, like bold or kiddish or something. I don't know how I would describe that, but I think I like the scrolly font of this one better. Let me know which one you guys like better. Do you like the thank you card or do you like the congratulations card? Do you like the different font styles? Does it make a difference? But I feel like it totally like changes up the card. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We are running out of time as it's close to 1 o'clock. So I'm kind of trying out a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing with Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. Don't forget you can also catch me on my blog as well as on my YouTube channel, Laura's Stamp Pad. So if you're missing me on those other days, of course you can always do some Laura's Stamp Therapy on those days with either my blog or here on Facebook by rewatching things or seeing my posts and of course my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys all had fun with me. Don't forget about the pajama party on July 23rd. So mark your calendars for 8 p.m. Central Time. We will be doing the Simply Citrus kit. You can either message me for more details on how to get that kit, or I will also be posting the hostess code and the details for that to scroll across the top for the rest of the month so that you guys know about that in advance. So yes, mark your calendars for that pajama party. get out your finest PJs, and I am looking forward to it. Let's see, you guys like the scrolly font, the congratulations, you like them bold? Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that you guys like them both, and yeah, I like a good scrolly font too, so I don't blame you there. I got dimensional backs everywhere. This is how they end up in Claire's bedroom, even though it's on the other side of the house and upstairs and everything. It's because they're all on me. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to stay safe and stay healthy. You guys are all amazing, and I love you guys so much. So love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys, and I'll see you later. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.